Hey, black belts. Last class of our takedowns block. So I'm super excited. Mr. Craig got some awesome takedowns for us. We're gonna get all of our Yunwa. We've already finished it. We're gonna try it again all together, all nice and pretty. And we're gonna finish our joint flow, joint lock manipulation and flow, whatever you wanna call it. Okay, there's 12 steps. We're at 10. Let's see if we can get it. So we're gonna start there. We're gonna start with our grab here. I'm gonna do it and show it to you, teach it to you, and then Mr. Craig is gonna try and replicate it as well. So I'm gonna grab, bend in, bring it around, both hands. Remember, we want a good angle here and here. This is one. Then we're gonna hand it off, bring it over, fingers to toes, and that's two. Put it on our wrist, bring it around. The key to this one, we have a lot of trouble with this one, is this is too straight. If this is straight, then it's just, we're like doing some like Roman handshake deal, okay? Where here, when I've got it, you can see his arm is bent. And that's what's gonna make it hurt when we go down. So that's 3, 4, this hand's gonna continue around, this top hand's gonna let go. And that's 4 from 5. Gonna hit the bicep. Fingers go towards the belt. For our gooseneck, both hands go to it. 5, outside hand lets go as he tries to pull his elbow up. I'm gonna catch it, keep my body on it, push together. That's 6, okay? From here, 7, I'm gonna trade my hands. I'm gonna grab it, my hand comes up, 7, and then I'm gonna turn the wrist as my hand comes through, 8, 9. Okay, 9. Mr. Craig goes, I don't like this, I'm gonna stand up. As he does, this hand's gonna shoot through. I'm gonna grab my bicep. I'm gonna get a gooseneck going up here, and his elbow's on my chest. That way it has nowhere to go. So this hand can pretty easily push down right there. Okay? Forgot what number I'm on. 9. That sounds right. 10. I'm gonna let go because I can't just hold this for forever. I'm gonna let go and I'm gonna kind of shoulder check his elbow here, which is bending it the wrong way. Okay, and that's 10. What do you think? If you practice, maybe we'll get it. We have 2 more to finish it off. They're really not too bad. So we've got 10. 11 is going to be an inverted arm bar, so I'm going to step through. It's going to come up. 11, right? If I pull down here, his elbow starts bending the wrong way, just like that, okay? So we're in our figure 4. I'm going to let go. I'm going to strike as I bring it up to 11, all right? The last step, let's try it from this position, 11. From here, I'm gonna bring it over my head. This is number 12, last one. It's gonna come over my head, both hands to it here, and we're gonna pull down, and that's hurting the shoulder. Now I can just yank down and drop him, or we can hold him here and we can hang out for a second, or I can sweep him. We have a lot of different options, but that is number 12. And a lot of times you'll wanna end with a takedown just because it kinda ends it nice and cool. Let's run through it again, and Mr. Craig's gonna give it a try. So 1, bend, down. 2, hand it off. 3, motorcycle. And 4, we're gonna continue, bring it around. 5, I'm gonna hit the bicep, fingers go towards the belt. And up is 6, 7, I'm gonna come up, turn it, 8, 9, he's gonna stand up, I'm gonna figure 4, I'm gonna catch it as he comes back up. 10, we're gonna shoulder check the elbow. 11, this is the new stuff. It's gonna just come up as you step through, so it makes it harder for him to get around, pull down. And 12, we're gonna come around, and we're gonna pull it down over their head. Okay? That's a lot of stuff. What do you think, Mr. Craig? Yeah, all right. Wherever you want. So, oh man, I think he's gonna get it. 1, and we're gonna hand off for 2. Then we're gonna come back for our motorcycle grip for number 3 and 4. It's gonna continue that circle. Good. I'm gonna hit the bicep, fingers towards the belt. For 5, and then at 6, the outside hand is gonna let go and come up here. Good. From there, the hands are gonna switch for 7, and we're coming up. Good, and then they rotate. 8. Now 9, I'm gonna stand up. When I stand up, he's gonna shoot that hand through for a gooseneck. And then 10 is when we do that shoulder check. So he's gonna continue hanging on, step, yep, through, good there. 11, we gotta make sure we're in a thumb or palm up position. And then 12, he's gonna step through like he's doing Shiyanagi, and down. Excellent, very sharp. So hopefully you guys are kind of sort of following. I know we've been going pretty quick. I've been getting you like 2 steps every single time, but practice, and you'll get a little bit better. You can also do this solo, and if you can do it solo, you can definitely do it with a person too. Next up is our Yun Wah. So let's do it this way, and then we're gonna turn around, do it the other way. We'll do it a little bit slow, and then we can kind of worry about it from there. So let's see your Chumi stance. Just watch us first. So breathe in and out. Yeah. Turn. Hand comes up. Bring it around. Block. Break. Punch. Up, down, up. Punch. High block. Punch. Chop. Chop. In. Out. Down. Here. Going towards the middle. Outside block. Punch, punch, punch. Check your stance. Should be riding stance. Break. Punch. Break. Punch. We're gonna grab, pull back, grab, pull back. We're gonna step through, hooks, grab, pull back. Now we're gonna aim, shore up that stance a little bit, punch, punch, outside hand high blocks, punch, punch, kia as we switch to that riding stance. Then we're gonna X low, X high, chop, smash, grab. Front kick, back kick, as we refold it, hands come out, double knife. And this is the part we learned last time, the ending. Smash, grab, side kick, bring it around, double down block. Up, down, hands to your waist, kia! And get a nice good kia right there. Feet come together, hands come around, and bow. We did it. Can you guys follow along? Hopefully you've been practicing and you can sort of. You can always pause the video and you can go slower. We're gonna go a reasonable speed, kind of like last time. We're gonna turn around and I want you to follow along with us. All right, let's give it a try. Ready? And go. Here. In, out, here. Punch, 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 break, punch, break, punch. From here we're gonna grab, pull back, grab, pull back, and then step for our hooks. Grab, pull back, aim, punch, punch, high block, punch, punch, kia. X, X, chop, smash, grab, front, back, double knife. Last couple steps, smash, grab, side kick, double down block, up, down, yeah. What do you guys think? Yunhua is one of my favorite forms. It seems long, it is complicated. It seems long, it's really not that long when you do it quickly. It's a pretty fast form. And a lot of times for turns, we have to slow it down a ton so that you can even fit it in a specific time period. If you just go super speed and it's only 20 seconds long, then it's not a super great tournament form. So practice, we'll get a little bit better every time. I'm super impressed. That joint flow and Yunhua together is a lot to learn. So if you guys are like keeping up, great job. Next up, our last takedowns class.
Awesome, we're gonna work on a little bit more on the arm drag theory. This is gonna be a bit of a modified arm drag to what's called like a 2-on-1 kind of tie-up. So the very kind of common tie-up we see and we start with specifically in a lot of our techniques is this head and arm control, right? Very general way to start. Let's scoot up just a wee bit, perfect. From here, I'm gonna do kind of an arm drag on this. Now I could come to the inside and try and push this off, but if he's well connected, it's hard to force this arm off and get it to where I want. So we're just gonna kind of go with the flow there. I'm gonna use my shoulder to kind of peel this off. At the same time, this hand is coming across and grabbing the wrist. Shoulder, grab, I pull down, and this hand goes from a kind of on top hook to an underhook at the elbow. And from here, I'm controlling what we call 2-on-1 control here. I'm just holding the arm, right? And this gives me, if he does nothing, a pretty clear shot to the back that we could go to, right? I could drop down and attack the leg. It just kind of changes my angle, takes away his other arm. Let's look at that one more time. Little shoulder handoff to my own hand. Just changes the angle, and I drop in low, and I'm gonna put some pressure on this just to keep him off this base. Now from here, we're actually gonna switch to kind of like a rear clinch. I'm gonna keep the wrist grip. I'm gonna hug around the body. So from here, I can pull a little, wrap the body. And then now we're actually gonna use our, kind of like our headlock sit and spin from this position, right? He doesn't have me headlocked, but I have the same idea, right? This arm, instead of being committed to around my head, is just committed to being in front of me. I'm still hooking the hip, just like I would for my headlock takedown. I'm gonna do my same steps. If I skip step, I step 180 degrees facing the other way, I sit, and we spin. We come up on top of the fight. Let's look at that one more time, just a little bit more smooth instead of broken up, and I promise I'll talk a little bit less. So standard tie up. We're on top of the fight. Looking at that one-time solo here. Use the shoulder to hand off to your own hand. With a lot of practice, that'll become very natural. As soon as someone grabs you behind the neck, you hand it off, 2-on-1. Both underhooks, a little bit of pressure, switch to a body hug, you're hooking the hip, skip around, sit, pull, and spin. Just like we practiced with our headlock defense or our rear takedown, right? That sit and spin, very effective way to take someone down once they have their weight committed forward. So practice that solo, body hug, skip and sit. And of course, if you have someone you can safely train with at home, that would be a great way to do it when we're not here on the mat.
All right, guys, great job today. Let me see your chin stance. Hands, feet together, and bow. Great job.